Hello my lords, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Nick Saraf's Foodlog. This time round, I'm taking you on a culinary journey across the world. We're going to be making popular pub food, light meals, and whatnot. So let's start with what is probably the most popular pub food in the world, definitely the most iconic dish of England and United Kingdom, fish and chips with tartar sauce and mushy peas. So for making fish and chips, we have to first make a beer batter and rest it for about 2 hours. So I've taken with me 300 grams of flour. To this, I add salt and pepper to my taste, mix it in, and now it's time to add a beer. Now you should choose a nice, light and extremely fizzy beer. You could also do a mixture of beer and ale, or only ale, or to do away with the beer completely, you could use soda or buttermilk. But beer battered fish is the best. So where is my opener? No. Okay, so let's try other ways of opening it. Is this how they do it? Can't do this. No one can do this. No one can. So, moving on. To 300 grams of flour mixed with salt and pepper, we add a pint of fizzy beer. And then we whisk it to form slightly thick batter. We leave this batter in the fridge for 2 hours. So the next thing we make is the tartar sauce, a sauce that goes brilliantly with any fish. For making tartar sauce, we first have to make a mayonnaise and then turn that into a tartar sauce. For making a mayonnaise, we take 6 egg yolks, and I like a bit of garlic in my mayonnaise, so that is 2 cloves of garlic slivered, and blend. To this, we add a good helping of strong English mustard. So mayonnaise is nothing but an emulsion of egg yolks and oil, neutral vegetable or peanut oil, but you have to make sure you keep the oil in a steady flow and be really careful. And you also have to make sure that the oil and the egg yolks are room temperature or cold. So let's start. So for 6 egg yolks, I'm using about 350 to 400 milliliters of oil. Now to this we add about half a tablespoon of malt vinegar and blend it further. We add salt and pepper to our taste and blend it a little further. There you have fresh mayonnaise done. If you think your mayonnaise is too thick, you can add maybe a little bit of an egg white or some water, or maybe another egg yolk. But this consistency is quite good for a mayonnaise. Now it's time to turn this mayonnaise into a tartar sauce. For that, we have some Cornichons, in other words, Gherkins. We chop them up finely. 2 finely chopped Shallots and roughly chopped capers. And mix everything together. And now we add in some chopped parsley and give it a good mix. And now that the tartar sauce is done, I'm going to refrigerate it till we need to use it again. So now we move on to the mushy peas. A British invention, God knows why, but not too bad. For this, we put a saucepan on medium flame and put in a good amount of butter and let the butter melt. When the butter is melted, we add in slivered garlic, no quantity for that. You can add as much garlic as you wish. If it was up to me, I would add a farm of garlic in. And then we add 4 chopped shallots and cook those in the butter. Now, you needn't worry because when you cook shallots or garlic or even onion in butter, it doesn't exactly color exactly the same way that it would in oil. So, don't wait too long for it to turn brown and golden. Just wait till it shrinks just a touch. There you have it. When it's nice and opaque, it's cooked. To this we add green peas. I've taken about 450 grams of peas for this. You could add more, not less though. Otherwise it'll just be like butter soup with a hint of pea. To this I will add the juice of half a lemon. You can use lime or you can use vinegar, but I like using lemon juice. There it goes. And of course, salt and crushed black pepper. And cook it further. And now I add in just a touch of water, like a tablespoon or 2. Let the peas cook in the water and let the water reduce, but just be careful you don't burn the peas. And now we must carefully blend the peas. Why I stress on the word carefully is, if we blend them too much, we would have an excellent pea soup, but not mushy peas. So for mushy peas, there you go, just a touch. Now that this is cooked, we take it off the heat and just leave it aside till we use it. So now we're going to cook the chips. We're going to double cook these chips. So we put the oil on a low flame for about 110 degrees and we put in 1 chip at a time. And we cook it till it's just a little soft and not colored at all. So let's start 1 chip at a time. So if you're expecting me to go 1 potato, 2 potato again, it's not going to happen. Eyes on the chips. When 5 to 7 minutes have passed, the potatoes are half cooked in oil on a low flame, so they're sort of done. The first round of the deep frying is done, so we take them off and we place them on an absorbent sheet of paper. And now we leave these to cool and head on to the fish. So from cooking the fish, we raise the temperature of the oil to 130 degrees and I have with me 2 nice basa fillets. Of course, you can use haddock or cod as traditionally used. You pat the fish with some plain flour and leave it for about 5 to 10 minutes. And then pat off the excess flour. Make sure it's not too sticky and dry to touch. Dip it generously in your beer batter. So it's been 2 hours since we put the beer batter in the fridge. If you don't want to wait that long, you can just put it in for 1 hour. 2 hours gives a better result. When the fish has been coated properly, we wait for some of the excess batter to fall off, and then very carefully hold it over the pan for about 5 to 6 seconds and slowly lower the fillet into the oil. When the fish is nice and golden brown on both sides, take it off on some absorbent cloth. And now we do the second one. And now it's time for the second round of the cooking of the chips, and we're going to cook it in the same oil that we've cooked the fish in, so it has added flavor. So here we go, one chip at a time on a high temperature oil. When they're cooked golden brown like this, and they're quite soft and slightly crispy at the same time, take them out in a bowl. And when it's still warm, we season it with a good helping of salt. Or pepper if you wish, but I wouldn't like pepper on these. And we're done. So there you have it. Beer battered fish with chips served with mushy peas tartar sauce, malt vinegar, and a nice veg of lemon. Of course, with everyone's favorite, beer. No matter which one it is, beer is beer. Am I right? Cheers.